Hello everyone, this is Satoru Iwata from Nintendo. Today, I'll share with you information about Nintendo 3DS directly. As with our last Nintendo Direct in February, we are broadcasting this Nintendo Direct simultaneously worldwide. Thank you for joining us today. First, since this is the year of Luigi, I would like to follow up with additional information about a few upcoming games that feature Luigi. First, I would like to share more details on Mario and Luigi Dream Team. We introduced this title during our February Nintendo Direct. Today, we would like to focus more on the story and new gameplay added to the game. The story takes place on the island called Pillow Island, where mysterious ruins exist. The story begins when Mario and others are invited to this island for sightseeing, while everyone is touring the island. Princess Peach is mysteriously kidnapped and pulled into a dream world. The gate to this dream world only appears when Luigi sleeps on a special pillow with magical power, so Mario must go back and forth between the real world and Luigi's dream world to rescue Princess Peach. In the real world, Mario and Luigi must cooperate with each other to solve various challenges using bros moves. The familiar brother attacks, which inflict greater damage during battle sequences, also remain an option. There are more new actions in the battles, and the battle scenes use the 3D visuals of Nintendo 3DS to create exciting new battle sequences. Especially during battles, there are more new actions and visual presentations which utilize the Nintendo 3DS system's unique features, so the game offers a wide variety of gameplay experiences. In the Dream World, the player must interact with sleeping Luigi on the bottom touch screen to make changes on a game field and solve puzzles in the upper screen. In addition, the player must control a large number of Luigis to advance through a level or use those Luigis to run over a group of enemies in battle. There are many fun and dynamic actions in this game. Mario and Luigi Dream Team will be out in stores and in the Nintendo eShop on August 11th. You are very busy now since there are so many games featuring Luigi, huh? What? How are there so many Luigis here? Next is new information on a game we introduced in February, the latest installment in the Mario Golf series, Mario Golf World Tour. There is still a little time before we release this game, but since this is a global Nintendo Direct, I wanted to take this opportunity to deliver to all of you information about the wireless features you can look forward to. I suspect that, based on the subtitle World Tour, you may already be anticipating this. If you connect your Nintendo 3DS to the internet, you can play competitive multiplayer against players across the globe. These internet matches will not only feature real-time play against other players, but will also let you upload your scores, allowing you to test your skills in large-scale tournament competitions. This game will also use the community feature that so many of you have used in Mario Kart 7 to allow you to connect and play with like-minded players or create and recruit players to communities based on particular themes. We created this community system to make it easy to enjoy the multiplayer features, and I hope you will make a great use of it. You can also set special conditions for joining these matches. For example, you can use traditional golf rules with no special shots, compete in short courses at certain times, or create a tournament in which you can only play as Luigi. It's a system that lets you enjoy playing however you like with players from all over the world. Of course, you can rest assured that the game will feature local multiplayer as well. Mario Golf World Tour will launch this summer. Next is a title featuring Luigi that we weren't able to introduce in our Nintendo Direct in February. It's the newest installment in the Mario Party series. The basic gameplay concept of rolling the dice, moving along a board, and competing in minigames remain. But in this title, for the first time, we have a total of 7 game boards, each with their own set of rules. There will be a board where the interaction with the other players will be very important as you make use of a variety of items to both interfere with your opponents and to move yourself along. In another board, you collect boosts as you play in hopes of using them at just the right moment to multiply the number on your dice and make a huge comeback in one turn. There will be another board that tests both your luck and your nerve as you move your character, where you have to decide whether you will hide in safety or whether you will risk moving despite the bullet bills that could shoot through the map at any time. The gameplay changes dramatically on each individual board, and there are some maps where victory is decided quickly, making it a game that is easy to enjoy even if you don't have a lot of time. The minigames include some that test your speed, some that test your concentration, some that test your luck, and some that leverage the unique hardware features of Nintendo 3DS. We prepared 81 new minigames offering tremendous variety. This includes minigames which use AR cards, brand new puzzle games, and a lot more. We plan to release this new Mario Party title for Nintendo 3DS this winter. Next is more information about new Super Luigi U. As I mentioned during the Nintendo Direct in February, new Super Luigi U is downloadable content for New Super Mario Bros. U, where instead of Mario, Luigi is featured as the main hero of the adventure. The world map is the same as New Super Mario Bros. U, but we completely changed all 82 stages to let you experience a brand new adventure. This is almost like a brand new game, but yet it is downloadable content. Today, I would like to show you some new features unique to New Super Luigi U. First, you can play the game with Luigi's unique capabilities. What Luigi is known for is his powerful jumping. He can jump higher than Mario, so he can reach higher locations and clear big spaces that Mario couldn't. Of course, it's also harder for him to stop after dashing. It's part of Luigi's characteristics. As for the courses, all of them start with only 100 seconds on the timer. Because you have less time than New Super Mario Bros. U, there are many obstacles concentrated in the shorter stages. These courses are designed so you will be tempted to play them again and again. New Super Luigi U is scheduled to be released this summer during the Year of Luigi. Next up is additional information on a title we introduced in the Nintendo Direct in February, Donkey Kong Country Return 3D. With stages designed not only from left to right, but also with depth from front to back, the game is a perfect fit for the 3D visuals of Nintendo 3DS. So, we've taken a game that originally launched for Wii and remade it under the name Donkey Kong Country Return 3D. In remaking the game, we have added a special new mode where we have adjusted the game balance to better optimize it for portable playability. The Wii version was created with the notion that people would settle in and play through long stretches of the game, which resulted in just the right game balance of challenge and playability. But on a portable system, people tend to play for a shorter duration, so we've adjusted the difficulty balance in the added new mode to take this into account. First, we've increased the number of times you can get hit by an enemy. In the added new mode, Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong now have 3 hearts each instead of 2, allowing the player to take up to 5 enemy hits. Also, in new mode, we've filled the game with more items to help Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong on their adventure. Items like the portable DK barrel, which can call Diddy Kong out at any time, the green balloon, which floats you back up to the level once if you fall down a pit, and the crash guard, which protects you from up to 2 crashes when riding a rocket barrel or minecart. New mode is great for on-the-go play, and we also recommend it to anyone who is new to the Donkey Kong Country series or who found the Wii version to be too challenging. Of course, we have also included the original mode, which will let you play the game with the same balance and difficulty level as the Wii version. So, those of you who have confidence in your skills can take on this challenge. Together with this remake, we've added 8 new levels within a new world, which you can play only after clearing the main game. These stages will offer plenty of fun even for those who have done everything in the Wii version. I hope you will be looking forward to these new levels on Nintendo 3DS. Players can also enjoy the game cooperatively, playing as both Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong via local wireless connection. Donkey Kong Country Return 3D will launch as a packaged game as well as in the Nintendo eShop on May 24th. Up next is the latest game in that series. I'm sure many of you have guessed, but the video you are currently watching is from a new Nintendo 3DS game in the Yoshi's Island series. The first Yoshi's Island game was released on Super NES in 1995, and a sequel came in 2006, Yoshi's Island DS on Nintendo DS. Now, several years later, the third installment in the Yoshi Island series is coming to Nintendo 3DS. This game maintains the series' fun gameplay mechanics, such as Yoshi's flutter jump, ground pound, and egg throw. It also offers new actions which utilize the Nintendo 3DS system's unique features to make the game new and fresh. We will offer more details about the game and the launch date in the future, so please stay tuned. Carrying on the tradition of the Mario vs. Donkey Kong series, in which you must skillfully manipulate objects to guide the toy mini Marios to the goal, is a brand new action puzzle game coming to Nintendo 3DS as a downloadable title, Mario and Donkey Kong Minis on the Move. In this game, your objective is to place different types of tiles on the flat map shown on the bottom screen to guide the mini characters to the goal. The upper screen displays the various paths and obstacles in 3D as the minis make their way through the level. This gives the game a different feel than the Mario vs. Donkey Kong series. In some instances, you have a limited number of tiles. Guide two characters simultaneously, or even navigate them through giant areas. There's a huge amount of variety in this game, with over 180 different stages across 4 different modes. In addition, it's also possible to upload original stages that you've created or download stages created by other players from all over the world. Separate from the main action puzzle game are 4 different types of unique mini-games, all of which make use of both the 3D screen and the touch screen, so you'll have plenty of ways to play. Mario and Donkey Kong Minis on the Move will be available exclusively in the Nintendo eShop on May 9th. I'd now like to spend some time discussing Wii U. Regarding the system update I mentioned during the January Nintendo Direct, this will be released next week. As I mentioned before, this system update will improve the loading times when switching between software or returning to the Wii U menu. Additionally, it will add new features such as the ability to copy and move data between 2 USB drives, automatically install new software you have downloaded in the background while you are playing a game, and automatically receive updates even without starting up the software. There will be other improvements such as being able to press the B button while the hardware is starting up to go directly to Wii mode. Also, after you have started downloading software, a new standby function will enable your Wii U to continue the download and to install the software even after you turn off your Wii U, saving you time as well. I also mentioned the Wii U Virtual Console during the January Nintendo Direct, and this service will start the day after the system update becomes available. Here are some of the Virtual Console titles we will be offering after the service launches. As we shared in January, Wii U Virtual Console games can be played in off-TV mode on the gamepad, and each will have their own Miiverse community. If you have already transferred your Virtual Console content from Wii to Wii U, you can continue to play these games as you have in the past in Wii mode. But if you'd like to take advantage of this Wii U specific functionality, you'll be able to purchase these same games on Wii U at a special price. We are also working to bring both Game Boy Advance games and N64 games to the Wii U Virtual Console service in the future. Also, following the update, Wii U Panorama View will be available as a free downloadable demo from the eShop. This is a completely different experience than the Wii Street U powered by Google application that we launched in February and allows you to watch in every direction as some of the world's most exciting destinations come to life around you through the Wii U gamepad and your TV. The demo includes a sample of the kinds of experience the application has to offer. The individual Wii U Panorama View video tours can be purchased for $2 each. We also have some additional information on Pikmin 3. In addition to the rock Pikmin we showed you at last year's E3, we would like to introduce you to one more new Pikmin type. This is a video we showed you at last year's E3, but to tell you the truth, we actually showed this new Pikmin type in this video. Some of you may have noticed it back then. See, right here, they are flying, aren't they? This is a new Pikmin with wings, and it can fly. They are called winged Pikmin. They fly and follow the player, and they can carry items in the air as well. As you can imagine, they will be helpful in different ways than the other Pikmin types. Pikmin 3 will be launching in just a few months. See, there's a winged Pikmin on the package as well. More details about the game will be released gradually between now and launch. Please stay tuned. The last news from me is about Earthbound, which I was also directly involved in as one of the game programmers about 20 years ago. In Japan, this game was released as Mother 2, and it has been available as one of the NES 30th anniversary virtual console titles in Japan since March. After the January Nintendo Direct, very passionate fans in North America and Europe shared their strong wish for this title to be released in their market as well. This time, I happily announced to you that this game will be available as a virtual console title in North America and Europe by the end of this year. This game's creator, Mr. Shigesato Itoi, and myself are very happy about this as well. We will announce the actual release date at a later time, so please stay tuned. That's all that I have to share with you today. But there is more news coming up next. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Mr. Iwata. And hi, everyone. Bill from the Nintendo Treehouse here. And I'm back to share more with you about what's coming up for Nintendo 3DS and Wii U in North America in the coming months. What really sets the Wii U system apart from other home consoles are the unique new styles of play made possible by the interplay between the Wii U gamepad controller and what you see on the television. We've seen this in games like Nintendo Land and Lego City Undercover, and we see it in services like Wii Street U powered by Google. But when Game & Wario comes to Wii U, you'll see just how creative our development teams can be. In this case, the development team headed up by Wario and his friends from Diamond City. Game & Wario features a variety of different games, and each one uses the gamepad in a unique way. One example is Pirates, a game we first introduced at E3 in 2011. It's changed a bit since then, so take a look. In this game, you must defend yourself from suction cup arrows being shot at you by pirate ships on all sides, and you have to do it in rhythm. The TV only shows the ship in front of you, so you have to use the gamepad to find and then block the arrows coming at you from the sides. There are more examples, like Fruit, which Mr. Iwata demonstrated in a previous Nintendo Direct, or Shutter, which we showed at E3 last year. But one of my favorites is Gamer. On the gamepad, it looks like the familiar instant action gameplay of the WarioWare series, But the TV adds a whole new challenge, because it's past your bedtime. And the last thing you want is your mother catching you playing games in the dark of your room. You have to play the games while keeping an eye out for your mom, who has a whole lot of tricks up her sleeve. It's almost as if they turned my childhood into a video game. Game & Wario also includes several multiplayer games, but it's also unique in that even games you play on your own are designed to use the TV in ways that let others around you join in the fun with tips and advice while watching you play. It also has a ton of fun little prizes you can unlock, like this one.
Hey, I'm W-Man. I didn't expect the phone to ring. You really freaked me out.
Look for Game & Wario in stores and on the Nintendo eShop on June 23rd. I'm guessing that by now many of you are fully engrossed in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate from Capcom. These games on Wii U and Nintendo 3DS are truly massive, and even those that have been playing the series for years are still learning about how to optimize their tactics for taking down its trademark massive enemies. Capcom has created a new series of videos detailing some of the key information that everyone jumping into the series for the first time should be aware of. Some of these videos are available now on our YouTube channel, and more are on the way, so I hope you check them out. For those of you playing the Wii U version of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, a software update launched a few days ago enables off-TV play using the gamepad and also allows players from around North America and Europe to join each other's online games. These games are regarded as the best versions of Monster Hunter to date, and are a great place to jump into the series. We know that many of you have been enjoying LEGO City Undercover, which launched exclusively for Wii U about a month ago. The game blends open-world exploration with a number of different uses of the Wii U gamepad that really draws players into the hustle and bustle of LEGO City. One aspect of the game that we're happy to hear that players are enjoying is its sense of humor and story, starring undercover detective Chase McCain.
So how are you settling in, Chase?
Great, thanks, Chief. I finished all my training and I'm ready for duty.
Now that many of you are familiar with Chase, you'll soon be able to learn how he got his start in the LEGO City Police Force, working his first case as a rookie cop in LEGO City Undercover: The Chase Begins for Nintendo 3DS. This is an entirely different game from LEGO City Undercover on Wii U, featuring a different set of missions to enjoy. But being his first case, Chase will have to work his way up from finding a missing dog and getting donuts for the police force before the real work begins.
We're out of donuts. Get me some more. Yes, sir.
Eventually, he'll collect enough disguises to get a shot at going undercover. The developers at TT Games have adapted the full open world of LEGO City to make it more accessible for portable play on Nintendo 3DS. But since the game is a prequel to the Wii U game, you'll want to keep your eyes open as you explore to see different areas and landmarks. As you explore the city, you'll be able to take on a wide range of missions, like helping citizens retrieve missing property, returning stolen vehicles, and chasing down criminals.
I am unbeatable today. Oh, really?
The game launches in just a few days on April 21st, both in stores and on the Nintendo eShop. So don't miss out on another chance to get lost in the charm and fun of LEGO City. Swapnote users will soon be receiving a special note from someone close to the game. And if you have played any of the games shown here, you may even be receiving more special Swapnotes soon. The launch of Animal Crossing New Leaf is less than 2 months away, and we know many of you are now thinking about the best way to get the game. Do you go with the convenience of owning the game digitally? Or is your inner collector craving the physical version? Well, here's another option for you. Starting from the game's launch on June 9th, we'll be offering a Nintendo 3DS XL hardware bundle that includes a pre-installed version of the game. This bundle carries a suggested retail price of $219.99 and is the perfect way to go if you are interested in the game and looking to upgrade from Nintendo 3DS to Nintendo 3DS XL, or if Animal Crossing New Leaf is your reason for joining the Nintendo 3DS family. And now I have a bit of news for you about 2 classic Zelda titles coming soon to Virtual Console for Nintendo 3DS: The Legend of Zelda: Oracle of Ages and The Legend of Zelda: Oracle of Seasons. Originally developed by our friends at Capcom, These two games represented the pinnacle of 2D Zelda gameplay when they released on Game Boy Color back in 2001. Blending the best elements of the 8 and 16-bit era Zelda games with popular characters from the N64 games, while introducing new characters, new enemies, and a surprising array of new gameplay mechanics. Perhaps the biggest innovation was the fact the two games were interconnected. You could play either one first, and could link the games together to continue your quest in the other. Doing so unlocked new events in each game, allowed you to travel back and forth between the two lands the games were set in, and led to an ultimate final showdown that could only be experienced by playing both. All of these features return when the Oracle games launch in the Nintendo eShop on May 30th. While you don't have to play both games, I hope you will, so you can see why these two games have earned so many passionate fans over the years. There are a few other games coming to Nintendo 3DS in North America that we also wanted to share with you today. Some of these are games that players in Japan have been enjoying, and we know you have been interested in since they were first announced overseas. We're happy to say that you will have the chance to play them in the months ahead. The first is Bravely Default from Square Enix. This is a role-playing game with a twist. Players can choose to skip their turn in battle for a chance to do more damage in later turns. It adds an interesting layer of strategy to the battles, as you have to weigh the immediacy of attacking first and the potential for delayed gratification by waiting. The game also features AR functionality, multiple endings, and unique wireless features, making it a title you'll come back to again and again. We're partnering with Square Enix to publish the game in North America, and we're planning for release in 2014. Another game I wanted to discuss is the latest entry in the Professor Layton series, which will be releasing in North America in 2014. The game marks the conclusion of the second Professor Layton trilogy of games, and features Professor Layton and Luke traveling around the world to solve yet another mystery. Featuring more than 500 entirely new puzzles and a climactic storyline, the conclusion of the second Layton saga is a major gaming event you won't want to miss. We'd also like to introduce some upcoming Nintendo 3DS eShop titles from Level 5. Known as the Guild series in Japan, these games offer new experiences from some of Japan's top game creators, and 3 of the newest titles are coming to you soon. The first game is the Starship Damrey, from the creative duo of Kazuya Asano and Takemaru Abiko, who are known as pioneers of the text-based adventure and visual novel genres in Japan. In this game, players find themselves in a suspenseful adventure that does not provide them with any tutorials or objectives at all. Players will have to find what little information they can in order to discover the truth of their circumstances. The second title is Bugs vs. Tanks, a game from Concept's Keiji Inafune, known for creating the Mega Man series, as well as many other hit franchises. Players control a World War II tank squad that has been shrunk down to the size of bugs that they must now fight. Customize your tank to fight the swarms of giant bugs and do your best to survive in this hostile, microscopic world. Finally, we have Attack of the Friday Monsters, a Tokyo Tale, by Millennium Kitchen's Kaz Ayabe, who has mesmerized many Japanese fans with his heartwarming stories. Players will take the role of a young boy named Sota, who lives where the giant monsters from TV shows of Japan's 1970s come to life every Friday. The town and the people of the era have been brought to life in a new Tokyo-style fantasy that gives players a glimpse into the various events that unfold in this world. Level 5's the Starship Damrey, Bugs vs. Tank, and Attack of the Friday Monsters, a Tokyo Tale are coming soon to Nintendo eShop, so stay on the lookout for more details in the future. Last but not least, our friends at Atlus recently shared that Shin Megami Tensei 4 is headed to North America this summer, and we have additional details on what fans can expect from this massive RPG. Atlus is pulling out the stops with this release, and every copy of the game in the initial shipment will come with a music CD, strategy and design book, and collectible outer slipcase. The game will launch on July 16th, so get ready to spend the days of summer immersed in this epic handheld experience. We're almost done today, but before we go, Reggie has one last announcement that he'd like to share with all of you.
Thank you, Bill, and hi, everyone. The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, was originally released for the Super NES in 1992. Those of you who've heard me speak about this game know that it's my favorite of all time. More than 20 years after this landmark game was originally released, we're now developing a new game that will take place in the same game world for Nintendo 3DS. What our developers want to achieve in this new Zelda game is to reinvigorate the flat 2D world of A Link to the Past with a sense of height and volume using the three-dimensional display of Nintendo 3DS. With it, it's easier to differentiate levels in the environment, and our developers can utilize height differences in dungeons as a puzzle-solving mechanic. While this game is set in the world of A Link to the Past, it features an original storyline and entirely new dungeons. Also in this game, Link can become a drawing and move within walls. By moving in the walls, your viewpoint changes, and you can see the connections within the area that you couldn't observe before. This new mechanic will play a key role in solving puzzles in the game. Because we want you to experience the game world with the full 3D visuals our developers have created, we've prepared a 3D video you can download from the Nintendo eShop shortly after this video concludes. We'll be launching this exciting new game in the Zelda series for Nintendo 3DS this holiday season. Thank you very much for watching today, and I look forward to seeing you next time.